107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
Was that around the time you were going to the comedy club and you weren't getting picked and you changed your name and all that kind of stuff?
That.
Tell everybody, because not everybody knows that story, Jamie.
Yeah, because my real name is not Jamie Foxx. My real name is Eric Marlon Bishop.
Right.
But when I started out, I went up on stage as Eric Marlon Bishop in the Comedy Store. I got a standing ovation.
Right.
And then for the next 6 weeks, I couldn't get back on because the comedians actually ran the list that we would have to sign to get on.
Right.
So I'm like, what's going on? So finally, I went to the Improv, Santa Monica Improv.
Right.
So they didn't know me over there. So I would notice 100 guys would show up, 3 girls would show up. All the girls will always get picked from the list because it will break up the monotony of the dudes.
Okay.
So I wrote down unisex names: Stacey Green, Tracy Brown, Jamie Foxx. The guy says Jamie Foxx is going to be the first. Is she here? I was like, no, that's me, Money. Says, all right, well, you're just, yeah, I'm just, okay, all right, well, okay, you'll go first. You'll be the fresh meat. Because they were shooting a show there. So they put me up in the middle of the show as someone who they probably thought was going to get booed. I ended up getting a standing ovation.
There we go.
And they thought I was on the show. And then they thought I was arrogant because people would be saying my name, yo, Jamie, and I wouldn't respond. But that's just because I
didn't know the name.
You know, so I look like they saying Jamie. I'm just like,
who?
Jamie. Yo, Jamie Foxx.
But you picked Fox for Red.
Yeah, Red Fox.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I thought Red Fox, and still to this day, the funniest sitcom to ever be on television.
But I also heard that you said that Richard Pryor was your idol in comedy. Did you ever want to throw your hat in to play him?
Richard Pryor was my guy, but not to play him.
You didn't ever want to?
Nah. And when I did Ray Charles, it's like literally I got every script for every old black man to play every old black. I got Martin Luther King.
You mean
hey, Fox, we got Martin Luther King. We're going to have you play Martin Luther King the first part of the movie, and then you're going to play Malcolm X the second part, and then y'all going to meet, and then we're going to have like the Christian struggle against the Islam, and it's going to be crazy. We're going to make all of them. They're going to have the Christians come out, and the Islam, then we're going to do an album. We're going to do the soundtrack, and we're singing.
Right.
You going to play Marvin Gaye as you sing. You'll play Marvin Gaye as you walking in, and we're going to do it with CGI, where you, Martin here, then Malcolm, and then you walk in as Marvin Gaye, and you say, what's going on?
So no, you didn't want to play any of them, but you do want to play Mike Tyson.
Yes.
We're going to come back after Groove Me. We're going to let him reminisce.
I see you, Monique. Hey, baby. Yes, sisters. Hey, baby. Hey. Let me tell you something right now. He's black. He got his own money. Yes, he does. Hey, sisters. Yes.
Recently, Mike Tyson had put up this list of fights that he wanted fans to pick which ones he wanted in the biopic.
Yeah.
And I took it on the air.
Yeah.
I said, call me up, tell me what fight you like to see in the biopic. Do you know they said the one in Harlem with Mitch Green on her 25th
That's funny,
Street?
right?
I can't believe.
Remember what Mitch Green said after that? He hit me and ran like a sissy.
So how is that coming along? I mean, how are you
I knew Mike
preparing
Tyson.
for this?
I knew
role?
Mike Tyson when I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost 28 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, I'm on stage. I'm getting ready to go to my Mike Tyson joke, which is my joke where everybody, I get standing ovation, and it's complete silence because Mike Tyson is in the audience.
Oh.
And this is when Mike Tyson was just knocking everything out.
Right.
And somebody yelled from the back, Mike is in here. And I was like, oh, snap. And then people were like, what you going to do, Jay? And then finally the guy, who I still know to this day, Rodney, says, Mike said, do the joke. It better be funny. So I did the joke. It was funny. I come off stage, Mike said, there he is. Let me talk. You're funny. Come hang out with me. You're so crazy. You're out of your mind.
Right.
And when I would hang out with him, he would do things like hang out with girls and buy him BMWs and things like that. So he was at his height.
Yes. And he was very generous.
He was very generous. So I watched all of that, and then I watched when the demise.
Yeah.
And then when he came back in Vegas, I was actually living in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And all these women were at my house to watch the fight. And there was something interesting about it, is that these women were very corporate, like, people that had their own businesses. And I said, let me ask you, what is it about Mike Tyson that makes you like him so much? She says, Jamie, let me tell you something. It's something about a man who ain't got a shirt on, ain't got no socks on. He can beat up everybody in the world. I like that.
Right.
And she said, what are we doing? I said, well, I'm about to watch the fight. She said, no, we're getting ready to go to the after party because the fight going to last that long. And when we got to the after party, I saw how the women were just like, but everybody, but everybody. And then at one point when I hung out with Mike at his house in Vegas, I saw some of the things that I use and I'm going to use for the DNA of the character. we were at his house, and there was a big party going on, and someone asked to take a picture, a girl, and he went off. Get away from me! You want to take a picture? When you want to send me back to jail, that's what you want to do. And he went off, and all of the bodyguards had to surround him, like, Mike, come on, Mike. Right. No, I know what she wants to do to me. Do you want to put me in jail? And we were like, and it was bad. And Stevie Wonder was there.
Right.
So Stevie Wonder hear all the yelling. He don't know what. He get up off the
Stop! Jamie! Stop it!
Stevie's like, I said, Stevie, stay right there. It's crazy right now. I want you to catch one.
Stop it.
So what happened was that everybody was around Mike, like, trying to calm him. Mm-hmm. And his play sister comes from around the kitchen and says, come on, and calmed him. But I saw that as the DNA of that situation that happened to him really scarred him. Yep. Flash forward to, I would call Mike. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, I go met with him in his modest house with his kids. Mike, how you doing? All praises to Allah, my brother. I'm very happy. I said, why are you happy? Because I don't have any money anymore. So I'm happy. So what do you mean? I don't have any money, so nobody can take anything from me anymore. It's like when I was working, I had to making all this money, and so many demons, so many devils around me with debauchery. They would try to take my money. Mm-hmm. There'll be fist fights in my house because I have like $16,000 in my pocket. So people try to fight over my clothes. Who's going to take it to the dry cleaners? So I'm happy. Right. I said, that's the Mike that people need to see. The Mike who's looking at his daughter and saying, don't go anywhere because I need to see you, because he lost his other daughter. So he has to have eyes on his daughter. So it will be an interesting journey all the way back to turning back the clock. And we have the technology now with Martin Scorsese to make me look young and play the younger Mike Tyson. Right, so,
because, man, my son said he's going to play Mike Tyson from 5 years ago.
Yeah, well, we'll do it. We'll do that.
Yeah.
And I think the most important part of Mike Tyson is not in the ring.
Right.
I don't think that we show the fights, because I think the fights are, like when I saw Ali, the movie Ali, I didn't want to see Muhammad Ali fight. Right. Because I already know that. I wanted to see Ali when he had just got into his religion, and the girl who was Jada in the movie. Right. I thought it should have been that girl that Ali met really tempted him on his religion and everything. Like, I wanted to see those moments. Right. So with this, I would rather see Mike as he's narrating, if it is a Martin Scorsese, and then I became the heavyweight boxing champion of the world because I knocked them all out, and you just see him swing, and you just see everybody fall in the ring and they stack up like this, and he's standing in front of it, and then we actually get into the real, part of it. But,
well, you know what? If anybody can do it, it's you. I mean, you are a prime example of excellence, knowing no boundaries, and you are a perfect example for all of our children to see that when you put your mind to something, you can do it.
Especially now.
Album is going to drop.
Album's going to drop May 18th. It's called Hollywood. It's a mislead. It's a fantastic body of work. I'm really happy about this. I wouldn't come waste your time if it wasn't. Also, follow me on Instagram. I am Jamie Foxx on Instagram, and then we'll be dropping little things, tidbits of us working on the album, and the people who work. Shout out to Tank, who worked on the album, who I've worshipped for years. From the first time I heard "Baby I Deserve." And
that's why you trying to get that body. You trying to get that Tank body?
No, Tank is huge. No, I think I just got on a tight shirt.
No, you're doing pretty good though, Jamie. You're doing pretty. I'm real proud of you, brother.